Hey everyone, welcome back to another writing vlog. My name's Alyssa and this is my channel She Was She Writes. I am currently at the park right now because I wanted to take my walk before the sun went down, and I didn't bring any of my stuff with me besides my phone, but it's currently 4:29 p.m. on Thursday, February 9th, and I just wanted to do a little writing vlog that I can post on Saturday because I don't think I've really posted this week, so I'm like, I just want to film and be creative. So I am sitting with the lovely view behind me, and I am not going to work on just Sadiq's story. I am going to be working on a new book that I started yesterday, last night, because I was like, I came up with the idea while waiting in the waiting room at my dentist appointment, which took 2 hours for them to even see me. And in that time, I was panicking, I was stressed because going to the dentist always makes me really stressed and anxiety driven. I had this thought that came to my mind, which I wished that I was just able to sew my mouth together and not have anyone look at my mouth, just because I was that stressed. And then that thought kind of spiraled into a new fantasy story about a witch that loses her husband due to the sickness that I came up with, which is called the viper flu. And they call it that because the way that the flu works is it kind of wraps around your lungs as well as your heart and kind of squeezes, kind of like a viper, and or a snake in general. And I thought that was kind of interesting, so I wrote that down, and I don't think I wrote it in my notes app, but I'll show you my notes for this. So, okay, I don't know if it will show clearly, but up here, the little tiny note, that's the character name that I wrote last year in June. And then yesterday, I wrote literally quite a few paragraphs. I had to split it into paragraphs, and I wrote synopsis, but just so you can get an idea, I wrote so much just at the library. And at the bottom I wrote what the name of a stone is that is going to be kind of like the revival of her husband that she needs. And then she also ends up falling in love with a ghost that is the ghost of her friend that she lost a long time ago because he went missing. So it's kind of like losing someone that you love so much and then finding your lost love that starts your new life, sort of, even though he's a ghost. So it's a witch falling in love, like a new witch falling in love with a ghost, essentially, after her husband passes of the flu, and she realizes that maybe she can save him, maybe she can't. And I'm actually handwriting this book in my purple composition notebook that I've been wanting to use because I really like the color, and I've just been really wanting to handwrite another story again. Also, I started an Instagram for my bird that I want to show you in case you need a little bit more of Fruit Loops in your life. So my regular Instagram is She Was She Writes, and apparently I have a comment on something. But this is the new one. It's Fruit Loops the Cockatiel Daily, and I just have a cute picture of him that I took a long time ago. And I have 3 posts so far, and along with the story that I did last night. Oh wait, I need to... Oh, that's just from me posting about that on my main account. But if you want more Fruit Loops, go to Fruit Loops the Cockatiel Daily. And there's a lot of, like, all the birds right now are really chirpy. My bird at home was really chirpy. Oh, there's a cute little doggy over there. This older man has a cute dog that looks like my cousin's dog, Lola. Oh, I miss Lola. I should see if we can see them at some point. Anyways, I'm gonna be working on sneak story, at least a few chapters in this writing vlog, and then I'm also going to be working on the new book, which is just going to be trying to finish chapter 1 and starting chapter 2, because handwriting takes me a little bit longer, and I'm probably not going to film all of it because it's going to be a long time that it will take me to write it. So yeah. Anyways, what time is it? 4:34. And what time does the sun go down, just so I can get home sooner? Look, not that far down. 5:38. Okay, so I have a little bit of time that I can just spend relaxing and maybe brainstorming out here. I did want to film the sunset, but yeah. I kind of want this to be sort of an aesthetically pleasing vlog, but we'll just see where it ends up taking me. So, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing much better. I literally got 10 hours of sleep because I went to bed around 1:20 last night because we stayed up a bit late, and I wanted to continue marathoning Kitchen Nightmares with Chef Ramsay. I've just been watching it for nostalgia lately because I didn't know what else to watch. And when I finish that, I'm going to do the 24-hour Kitchen Nightmares, or Hell and Back. Yeah. And just kind of marathon that because I'm in a Chef Ramsay mood right now. There's a bug right here. Okay, go away, bug. I think it was a mosquito, so I don't think I'm going to stay out here that long, but it's really nice right now. Like, it feels really nice. I think my phone said it was 64 degrees, and I wish I went out earlier so that I had more time outside. Tomorrow, I think I might actually spend some time outside, but I have my 3rd interview with Wendy's tomorrow, and I hope that I get the job. So, I have that. There's someone over there, so I feel kind of awkward. Okay, so I will see you guys later with an update, or I'll just kind of film here and there whenever I feel like filming. So I will see you guys when I get home. Bye. Okay, so I am now at home and going to watch YouTube as I write because I like something in the background. It is 5:17 p.m. now, and Fruit Loops is out of his cage and eating on top of his cage, and my husband is going to be home soon because he just left work, and we're having dinner downstairs. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and handwrite the rest of chapter 1. I am 4 pages in so far, and I think I have a couple more pages, or at least a few more pages, before I finish chapter 1. So I might just speed that up, and we have the neighbors just banging away on the shed in their backyard. It's been so annoying having to hear that. So I might also wear my headphones, which are right here for the TV, so that I don't have to hear that, because it's been annoying all afternoon. I think I woke up at like 1 to the hammering on the top of their shed, and I'm like, that's gonna go on forever. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and write a couple more pages for this chapter and see where it takes me. And then I think after dinner, I will switch to Kyle's Purgatory and try and finish chapter 6 that I was on, which is Flora's chapter, or wait, I think I finished chapter 6, I'm not sure. And then just write a few more chapters in that as well. Just trying to get actual writing in today, because I haven't really been writing this, like I haven't been writing this week. If I have, it's only very little. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to film a little bit and possibly speed that up so it's not too long. But I'm just going to take a little break from the walk because I am tired a little bit, and then I'll start writing. So I will see you guys later tonight. It's 5:19, I already said that. So I'm also planning on using the timer app, the forest, this one, the forest timer app, where you grow a little tree. And I've been doing like 25 minutes, but I kind of want to set it to 35 minutes. Actually, no, I only probably need 25 minutes because I wrote 3 pages earlier before I left, just under 25 pages, so I might be able to finish chapter 1 with that. And I'm also going to be reading The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer in this vlog a little bit by Michelle Hodkin. And I'm actually rereading this book because I've already read at least most of it, and within the last couple of weeks before I went to the library and asked if they can help me find it, they had to borrow it from the Willows library, and so I'm going to be trying to finish this. I think I'm on chapter 6 now, and with 33 pages, so I'm still at the beginning of the book, but I want to read a little bit tonight before bed, and I've been trying to do that this week as a part of my nightly routine. It's just reading it. And then I finished One Italian Summer, the audiobook by, I think the first name is Rebecca. I forget the last name. I feel like it starts with an S. That one literally almost made me cry at the end. I was like on the verge of it, but I'm like, take a deep breath. It's fine. It's just a book, but it's also like a very heartfelt, like overwhelming emotions book. I just really loved that book. It made me want to go to Italy. Like, I already did want to go to Italy as one of the places that I want us to go to, as in me and my husband, but it's like kind of towards the end of the list of places, because there's other places that we want to prioritize first in the future, obviously. But that book was so good, and I'm so sad that it's over. Like, once it hit chapter 31, I'm like, I'm almost done with this book. So this one is my next priority to read. So I will see you guys later tonight with another update. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow. And this is going to be a shorter writing vlog, but I hope you guys enjoy it either way. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so it's now 5:54 p.m. and sadly I have to charge my watch. I really like wearing this, but once the battery is battery low, I get really sad that I can't wear it for like a few hours because it takes a long time for it to charge. But I only was able to write 2 pages because I took a lot of time just to think and process what I'm writing, and I came up with a really cool symbol for peace for witches in this world, and it's like a whole stained glass image that my psychic has, which is actually Aphrodite's best friend, and I really love her name. I'm not gonna say too much, but I wanted to update you and say that I'm loving the story so far, even though I'm only 6 pages in. It's feeling great handwriting again and using a composition notebook. I'll show you the one that I'm using. I think my mom picked this up at Walmart, but I'm not sure. She gets me notebooks every now and then. Oh, yeah, she did get this from Walmart.com because she ordered some for her and for me. Because she likes using these for notes and stuff. But I'm loving this notebook. It's very thick, and I think it has the usual 100 sheets of paper, but it feels like there's so much more paper in it because of how thick it is. And the cover isn't the usual hardback, or it isn't the usual cover from the composition notebook brand, because this is a pen and gear, and I think I might stick with pen and gear from now on for composition notebooks. So I might save up a bit to, my voice just did a weird thing. I might save up a bit to be able to actually get some notebooks from Walmart, along with Exceed notebooks that are A5 size, because I really want to use my A5 Chic Sparrow that I haven't really been able to use because I don't want to make inserts for that. And I just want to use pre-made hardback books. So it's really nice using this again, and I couldn't really film the whole thing because it was already 7 minutes of a clip of me writing, and I'm going to cut that down and I'm going to speed it up. Anyways, just that feels nice to hear. Fruit Loops has been really loud. I think the guy that's working on the shed is finally stopping. I had my headphones on and I switched from a YouTube video to, it's Daphne T. Keys Piano Worship Music. I love this channel to pieces. It has helped me to just calm down when I feel stressed. And it's like peaceful meditation music. They have like from 1 hour to 3 hours and just, sorry. My nose has just been running a little and stuffy a little like all week and it's really annoying. So sorry about that. Anyways, I just really love this channel and they have scriptures on there as well. So if you're looking for like a peaceful, like meditative music that can help you with your writing, this channel is the one to go to. It's Daphne T. Keys Piano Worship. Yeah, so my husband's going to be home soon. I don't know if he's even to the halfway point of the drive yet, but it is 5:58, so it should be soon that he gets home. And then we're having dinner with our family downstairs, and yeah, so I'm not quite done with it. I think I need to put like 30 or 40 minutes on the timer. I did grow another tree from a tree farm, and that was my second 25-minute timed sprint, so I think I'm gonna just keep using this app tonight for this video of doing timed sprints and finishing chapter 1 because it helps me to stay focused. And you're not supposed to go on your phone when you're using the app, so it kind of just helps along with actually putting on music that helps me to concentrate. The other music I love listening to that I haven't listened to in a long time is, I think it's Peter Gundry, but I might be wrong because there's a few fantasy music playlist or channels that do instrumental music for like the same amount of time that this guy does, 3 to 8 hours sometimes. And that channel, if I remember, I'll put it down below with my books and everything so that you can check that out because it really helps having music that you can concentrate with when you're writing. So, especially if the music kind of goes along with the story, even though this music doesn't, but I mean, it kind of works right now because, you know, Aphrodite needs a little peace in her life, and it's only going to get a lot more hectic and torturous. I do need to take some notes in my notes app for this book of the character names and like what she looks like. I pictured her looking like Zendaya, which I thought, oh my gosh, I think that would be perfect. I don't know who I picture Aphrodite looking like. Like, I have a little bit of an image of her, like her hair color and her reflection in general, but I don't, like, it's still a little blurry, which doesn't really happen. And I realize that this is the third female character that I've actually written with, because normally I write with male lead characters, and this is going to be completely from like her point of view in third person and kind of first person because it's also going to be diary entries, which you'll see later on. I don't want to say too much, but just so that you get a little bit of what the story is, it's a fantasy witch story, and the witch falls in love with the ghost of her past, sort of. So, it's really fun to think about right now, and when I was just writing this paragraph, which I need to start another paragraph because that's too long, I don't really censor myself when I'm working with a notebook. I just kind of do whatever format I want, so that's also kind of nice right now. Anyways, before my husband gets home, I'm going to end this clip, and I'm also wanting to film for... Oh, he's trying to get on his swing. He gave up though. He was like trying to grab onto his swing with his beak and his foot, but he couldn't make it. There we go.
You can do it.
Hey everyone, welcome to kind of the end of the video.
Okay, I'm gonna go and I will see
I was thinking during dinner, and I think I might just want to stick with this book. It's 7:21 right now, and it's Thursday, February 9th, which I already said. But I like to remind myself so I can, if I do multiple days, I can have like the right clips in the right order, if that makes sense. So I'm on page 6, and I still have a couple of pages to write, but I like what I'm doing, so I think I'm just gonna stick with this story tonight, and maybe work on Kyle's Purgatory Book 3 tomorrow, because I'm just enjoying the vibe of this. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the night instead of just switching my stories, because I'm also enjoying working in the composition notebook. And yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to put on Kitchen Nightmares because I really want to watch it. And I think I'm towards the end of season 5. I'm actually going to look right now because I was watching YouTube, but now I'm going to... No, I still have a little ways to go for season 5 because I'm only on episode 10. Oh, that's right, I was just starting it and then I turned it off and went to bed. There we go. Anyways, I have Fruit Loops out because he was getting chirpy and anxious, hearing me playing with Stormy, and we're just gonna finish chapter 1. Like I said, I'm going to keep using the timer and just do timed writing sprints for this video, pretty much. I'm just not gonna film them like the whole time, only a little bit of the time, just because the last one I filmed, it was just 7 minutes of a clip, and I'm like, okay, that's too long. So I'm gonna have to speed these clips up, like I said before, and I'm also really feeling like rewatching Wednesday. But I think after my 3rd interview tomorrow at Wendy's, I might try and start that, like a rewatch of that, because it's been on my mind for a while. I really loved the first time of watching it, and I'm like, I just really am in the mood for that right now. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And then between tonight and tomorrow, I want to kind of binge watch Kitchen Nightmares, because again, I'm just been in the mood for it lately, and I've just been binging it, which is why I'm already on season 5, and it's been since sometime last week that I started this binging of Kitchen Nightmares, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm really missing the audiobook I was listening to, One Italian Summer. It was so good. So good. I highly recommend if you like mother-daughter stories that have a good connection between the two. And there's one from Kristin Hannah that I have been wanting to read from Kristin Hannah for a long time. I think I started The Great Alone, but then I returned it because I wasn't feeling it at the time. My best friend actually read The Nightingale and told me the synopsis and because even from the synopsis, I thought it was like a contemporary romance, but I was in modern day, but I was completely wrong with that, because what she described to me from what she was reading so far, because she was like halfway through it at the time, I'm like, oh, that is so far off from what I thought, and it's like a spy story, so I think I might read, what is it? I have to look at it on my library app. It's on Kindle because I wanted to find a book that I can start reading at night in bed, so that if I didn't want to be watching YouTube as I fell asleep, I can just read. Oh, it's Winter Garden by Kristin Hannah. Also, can you please tell me if you've read from this author, if it's the name of two people put together, because I haven't really looked that up and I don't know. I don't know, I've just always been intrigued by this author, and I think it's like a duo thing. So I might start this tonight, but I still want to heavily focus on The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. And maybe on my way home, because it's at 2 in the afternoon, my interview is, I might go to the library and bring my book with me. I might not. I'm still not sure because I don't know how much time I'll have after the interview, depending on how it goes. I think I'll get it, but I'll just update you guys tomorrow. I'm just feeling confident about it, but I'm trying not to jinx it, as my husband put it, when I tried telling him how I felt about it. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, even though it's mainly just me talking about this, and I'm really excited for the psychic character. I came up with a symbol for peace for witches in this world, like my own thing, and I think if I continue writing about witches, that will be like the main symbol, because it's on her window as a stained glass piece. Like, there's the window part that's kind of frosted, and then there's the whole picture, and I picture it being like that, kind of that big. So not too big of a piece, but I just picture the whole thing being stained glass, and it gives the witches peace and protection in this story, and I'm not really creating anything like that. So I think I'm gonna try and keep doing original things for this book, but it will be a little bit hard with some things like stones and such. So, well, stones and crystals, because I will be using those. Sage, you can't really do your own thing with. Yeah. It's really interesting to just think about the story and how I literally came up with it from that one initial thought of, I wish I could sew my mouth closed so that the dentist doesn't have to do any work with my teeth, and so I don't have to get my teeth extracted, because I need my wisdom teeth out, the baby tooth that is diagonal and capped, as well as my cracked teeth, and possibly get replacements for a couple of them. And for my overbite, I need possibly braces, which I'm really scared for because I've never had braces, but it can help with my overbite, which I didn't know fixing my overbite was a thing. But I was literally like, I mean, even my papa was like, well, when you got the time, you gotta do what you can with it. When I told him, because I told some of my family members that I was talking to at the time. I think it was my mom, my husband, and my grandma, because she was waiting in the car and then had to go home to wait, and my papa came and picked me up. And I was like, I literally wrote on my phone in my notes app, like, a brand new story for a synopsis of a brand new story. And now I'm 6 pages into it because I couldn't allow myself to wait until after finishing Kyle's Purgatory. I had that other fantasy book that I wanted to work on, but I think that will have to be after this one, and then I still also want to do the edits for my contemporary romance novel, as well as Kyle's Purgatory Book 1, so I can get that ready for self-publishing. Because I want that to be my next book, and I'm just excited to share that in general. Because I'm hoping that it can help people in their times of darkness and depression find some connection. Sorry for saying a lot, that's me just thinking. And I'm just hoping it can help people find peace during their dark time, which is what it did for me a lot. And it helped me to just process a lot of things when I was writing it. And I do kind of miss writing the first book, but I'm kind of ready to just share it. So eventually, at some point in the middle of the year, I want to get that set up and prepared for self-publishing. And then continue working on this, as well as the rest of the Kyle's Purgatory series after the third book. I'm just excited about my books this year, which I usually am, but I'm regaining some of the inspiration that I kind of lost last year when I was going through a whole lot of stuff, and like it was even hard at times writing my contemporary story. And this year I'm just like, I have this story, I have Sadiq's story, I have 2 other stories that I think I came up with, one of which is the other fantasy story, and I know it's something else but I can't remember it right now. Or it could just be the other fantasy story. So yeah, 3 new books plus the one that I'm currently working on and have 6 chapters in, and we'll just kind of see where this year takes me with writing and such. And that's all I have for you right now, and I will update you guys again later at 7:32 p.m. and I probably will update you guys until tomorrow. I will send next year for some reason, and I'm like
p.m. and
nope,
it is Friday
not
the
next
10th.
year.
Yes,
Tomorrow
it's the
is
10th,
when
and today I had my interview. I think it went really well. They have a few more that they're going to do, and they have like a meeting, I guess. And I should know by next week, hopefully. But I actually feel good about this interview, which I don't feel about a whole lot of interviews. But I've had 3 interviews now, which I think puts me in somewhat of a better spot with this job, and I'm just kind of excited because I actually feel good about this interview, and I was starting to doubt myself beforehand. And yeah, I'm just, please pray for me that I actually get this job. Okay, so it's 3:46 right now. Even though I'm kind of tired, I'm going to still try and finish chapter 1 because I am almost done. I feel like I have a few more scenes. Granted, this is a brand new book, brand new idea that I just came up with on Wednesday, while panicking at the dentist's office, and I finally have a place for the female character name that I came up with last June. So this June it will be the 1-year anniversary for that character's name, and that is Aphrodite, and her best friend is named Lady Marley. And then I came up with her husband's name, and that's Avi. I really like that name. It fits, and an idea just struck me somewhat. I literally came up with the synopsis for book 2. I'm gonna just slightly show you from behind so that you're not seeing the whole thing. But from this point down to the bottom, that's what I came up with last night. At 7:59 while watching Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah. I came up with like a potential title name, but of course it's book 2, and I kind of like it. I don't know if I should have a title. Why did I put R2-D2 there? That doesn't make sense. For some reason at the beginning of Aphrodite's name, I had R2-D2 typed out. I have no idea why. Are you being loud because I'm filming? You've been quiet the whole time I was talking to Grandma. I was literally talking to my grandma and he was quiet the whole time. this is what living with a bird is like. And if you want to follow the channel, I'm doing Fruit Loops daily, not every single day, but that's kind of like the title and theme for it. So I also have an Instagram account that I'll leave down below with my books. Anyways, I'm gonna film one last clip for this vlog so that I can edit this tonight because I actually want to post something tomorrow. And yeah, also for this interview, I wore my character Griffin's bracelet for the first time. I call it that, but I got it from Seattle's Pike Place Market when we went, my family went for my aunt's wedding. So this has been with me 28, or was it 2018 or 2016? 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. About 8 years that I've had this bracelet as well as the other bracelet, and I wore this one. I really wanted my Pandora bracelet, but I can't get that thing on unless I have my husband because he can actually get the clasp open. Literally, Pandora bracelets, I only have one that I cherish and love so much because I've always wanted one. The clasp is so hard to open. Literally so hard to open, especially if you don't have nails. And my nails are, they're not long because I don't like them long. But I have 7 pages. Well, I'm starting the 8th page, so I think it will be like 10 pages that I will have finished chapter 1. See, my mind's just going right now, and yeah, I just want to finish this vlog though so I have something to post tomorrow. So I hope you guys are doing well by the end of this vlog and that you have something to drink. Got lunch as well. It was interesting because the manager was like, Lala, I'll get the lunch, and he had it under employee thing, and it was weird because I was like, I can get the lunch. No, I insist. Yeah, I don't know. I have the last of my Dr. Pepper. We might be getting a round table tonight for dinner. Just my husband and I, and I'm so excited. We were like Little Caesars or Round Table. And I was like, wait, we can do Round Table? And he was like, yeah. Because we've both been wanting pizza for all week. Like, actual good pizza. Why are you being so loud right now? So, I will see you guys later. And I'm going to end this clip on my bird. Let's zoom in so that you can see him a little bit.
Now, that's a very story that actually on the website to promote an event. If someone say I feel better, and not actually does it, you got actually British responsibility